Colby Covington versus Ian Gary was expected to be a December 14th main event for the UFC Tampa card, but it looks like it's going to be Umar Nurmagomedov versus Song Yadong. Surprising, because Umar was expected to get the next title shot against Merab Dvalishvili, but now it looks like he's taking a step down, taking on number 8 ranked Song Yadong. He's ranked number 2, taking on number 8. So strange turn of events there. Cub Swanson says he's on that card. He said he signed the contract to fight Billy Quarantillo, so that featherweight contest is also on that card. Cub Swanson says Melvin Gillard was the worst teammate ever. Gillard hasn't fought in a couple of years since losing 4 in a row in BKFC. He told me he has over 200 MMA fights.
185 victories, 19 losses, 2 draws, 2 no contests. Yeah, I don't really get nervous at all for anything. You know, I just love to fight, man.
MMA Guru did impressions of different fighters and did one of Michael Chandler talking to his kids. Michael Chandler didn't like that, saying, shedding some light on this individual we unfortunately have to call one of the fellow members of the human race. Do your hateful thing, but leave our kids alone. Oh no, am I hard to consider a member of the human race because I made a joke? And calling Chandler a hypocrite for calling him that, but taking a picture with John Jones. Michael Chandler will be competing next month against Charles Oliveira, UFC 309, November 16th. That card also has Jim Miller's 45th UFC fight against Damon Jackson. Austin Vanderford is going to be fighting in LFA on Friday. He went 2-2 in Bellator, and now he is with LFA. His wife and John Dodson's wife will be slapping the shit out of each other next week in Power Slap in Abu Dhabi. Kai Kara France surprised that Kai Asakura gets a title shot with 0 UFC fights under his belt. Alex Pereira tells Ariel Helwani he's looking to get back into action in March. He deserves a break. He fought 3 times in 6 months this year. Brian Kelleher, no longer in the UFC, wants to get into the PFL. Hey, PFL MMA, why no bantamweight tournament with all the talent? Let's get that going. I am in. Cody Garbrandt fighting out his UFC contract against Miles John next month on November 9th. He'd like to re-sign with the UFC, but he's going to test out the free agent market. Dominic Cruz has interest in rematching Cody Garbrandt again, as well as rematching Henry Cejudo or taking on Jose Aldo for the first time. Muhammad Mokaev says Youngblood versus Youngblood, Dagestan versus Mexico. Who can guess this matchup? It's a grappling match. Probably Raul Rosas Jr. back in the grappling scene. He says, contract signed, this match will be fire. Raul Rosas is coming off a victory over Ariki Lang, and Mokaev is coming off a victory over Manal Kopp, but the UFC decided not to re-sign him, and Brave did. Tickets on sale for UFC 310. Bilal Muhammad versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Tickets range from $125 to over $10,000. Luis Pena, aka Violent Bob Ross, fighting at Cage Titans 68 on November 9th. Since being cut from the UFC, he's done boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. A little bit of a neon green theme for the official poster for UFC Apex 100 November 9th. Carlos Prates versus Neil Magny headlines the show. If Prates wins, he'll break into the rankings. Magny's currently ranked number 15. Tom Aspinall thinks a fight with him and Francis Ngannou would be a 50-50 fight, basically a coin flip. He thinks technically he has an advantage, but it's a 50-50 fight to him. Never really thought about that fight, but yeah, it'd be definitely an exciting one to watch. How do you think it would go? Let me know in the comments. Rob Font is a couple spots ahead of Kyler Phillips, number 10 versus number 12 in the co-main event on Saturday, but Rob Font is a 3-1 underdog in that fight. Main event is Hernandez versus Pereira. It's the first main event for both of these guys, so we'll see how they handle the pressure of a first-time main event.
Pressure changes everything, pressure. Some people, you squeeze them, they focus. Others fold. Can you summon your talent at will? Can you deliver on a deadline? Can you sleep at night?
Polish bantamweight Claudia Sigula signs with the UFC. She takes on Melissa Mullins on November 9th. Mauricio Ruffi's shape a month out from his fight with Charlie Campbell. He takes on Campbell November 16th, UFC 309. He gets some comparisons to Conor McGregor's striking style when Conor burst onto the UFC scene.
Yeah, let me ask you something, my brother. What kind of supplements do you think are the most effective creatine, protein, BCAA. What supplements do you think are good and help with your performance?
Guys, I'm so blessed to be here. I'm in Tokyo with the Rising Big Boss and my good friend Shingo Kashiwagi. I'm so excited for the rest of this year and 2025. I hope to be back and in best shape ever.
It's never been done before, but I will fight you both in the same night. I am the Karate Combat Champion, the greatest karateka on this planet. Last weekend, Karate Combat, you had a hell of an event. Marcus Perez, you won in dominant fashion. You got that microphone and you called me out. You said, I want the belt.
Hey, my next fight here's for what? Tell me. My belt!
Well, Marcus, I accept. A few months ago, I dominated a man. Now, what most champions would do is say, you two fight and I'll take the winner. No, I don't want to fight next year. I want to fight this year, this December. It's never been done before, but I will fight you both in the same night. Let's make it happen.
I'm not talking to you.
And I'm talking
Shut
to
your
you.
f***ing mouth. I've had enough of you, you beast.
Beast?
Yeah.
How dare you?
I was driving down to the playground with me two sons, and this motorbike drove by with two young lads on the back of it, and two of them had balaclavas on, and one of them had a backpack on, and out of the backpack one of the young lads whips out an axe, like a full-on fucking axe. So I stopped the car, and the young lad ran over to another group of young lads, man, no older than 14, 15, and there was about 10 of them. And your man with the axe lifted the axe up and went to literally as if he was going to chop someone's fucking head off. Funny enough, 3 of the lads from the group ran at your man with the axe, and your man with the axe ran off, jumped on the back of the motorbike and they bounced. 2 of them had balaclavas on, and I'm telling you, they were tiny, small little young fellas. They couldn't have been older than 14. Do me a favour, lads, young lads, please, cop on. Stop doing this shit. No matter what it was over, even if it was over, it doesn't matter what it was over. I'm sure it wasn't even that important, yeah? I'm sure it was irrelevant. I'm sure it was something so fucking minor that if you're sitting in a jail cell for the rest of your days after murdering someone with an axe, I'm sure you will deeply, deeply regret that, yeah? Join a martial arts club, join a boxing club, join fucking football, GAA, something. Put your mind elsewhere, put that aggression elsewhere, please. Because I'm seeing enough stabbings going around the city and we don't need this shit more and more. Do you know what I mean? Dublin is unsafe enough as it is. We don't need young lads from schools having these fucking petty, horrible, violent arguments that turn into life or death. So please, young lads, yeah? Cop on. Put them fucking blades down and get the fucking work, yeah?